My name's Toni Cook. I'm the creative lead on this project, which is a creative response to Berrington Hall, working with young people from SHIP and staff and volunteers from National Trust Berrington Hall. An opportunity for us to respond using writing, using visual art, photography and film to the grounds, to the gardens and to the house here at Berrington Hall. It's going to culminate in an exhibition and performance in 10 weeks' time. Today's been our first session. It was the first time that the group were going to work with each other, so I wanted to do activities today which allow them to get to know each other, find out any things they had in common with each other, and we've been making dens out in the den building area in the freezing cold in January, and also making Andy Goldsworthy inspired art pieces using natural materials to make natural responses to Berrington Hall.
It'll be interesting to see how it all comes together. It'll be really exciting, not only to be part of it, but to see what other people think of it as well.
Today we've been taking photos of Berrington Hall. Well, I have.
I enjoy being at Berrington Hall because we got us from SHIP and some people from the actual National Trust working with us, and I quite like the way that we all gel together and meeting different people.
When I've been at Berrington Hall, I've been writing poetry and describing the place and how it reacts to me, and I love dressing up here.
So for me, the best thing about this project so far has been working with all the different people, really. Those of us from Berrington who've taken time out from our work to do the project, and the volunteers that have been involved, everyone from SHIP. It's just amazing to see how much we've got in common and what we come up with and agree on, more than how different people are.
I've really enjoyed working with such wonderfully talented, creative people. We're only halfway through the project. Any boundaries that were up in the first few weeks have completely dissolved, and it's creating such a wonderful, creative environment where so much great stuff's being produced, and it's a great thing to be a part of.
The writing element is probably what surprised me most. I probably haven't written any creative writing for 20 years. I've really enjoyed it, actually. It's been like a kind of therapy for me. I'm in a busy work schedule. To take a Wednesday afternoon out and to be given the freedom to write stuff has been great. I find it quite difficult at times, but once you get into it, it really seems to flow, and I'm loving it. I need to find some time to carry it on, I think.
Today we got to dress up in some of their costumes and took loads of photographs ready for the exhibition. It was absolutely fantastic fun. It's been a brilliant experience, and I have to say I've only been to 2, but I was so jealous when all my colleagues were coming back and telling all these fantastic stories. We've done lots of creative writing around the dress, and that was good to look at it from a different perspective, because I've seen it from the conservation side, looked after it in my position, but never actually thought about the person that wore it, and that was just so much fun.
Over the last few weeks we've been all contributing to a big creative poem that's going to be one of the final pieces at the end point of this project. Today we've been recording that and starting to put it together, and it's great to see it finally take shape and see everyone's writing finally come into one piece. It's been a fantastic chance to be creative with such a diverse group of people, and some of the writing produced has been absolutely phenomenal, and it's great to see it finally come together today in this big poem.
And it's been a real treat for me to be involved in this, working with the young people, but also learning much more about Berrington and the grounds that I knew before.
I'm not a naturally good writer at all, so working with these young people and seeing how inspirational they are has really helped me look at Berrington Hall very differently to how I have in the past.
It's been so rewarding working with Ship and Toni over the past few months, and to now see all of our work coming to fruition. And it's been so amazing to take that opportunity and take that time out of the office, be creative, meet new people.
So now it's just a case of putting it all together and creating an exhibition and a live performance. I'm looking forward to it, yeah. I mean, there'll be the normal sort of adrenaline, anxiety, but I think that just makes it more real and more true, because then you speak the words with more depth. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
We're just about to do our performance of New Perspectives here at Berrington Hall. This afternoon we've rehearsed our performance, which we're going to be doing next week. We're exploring the story of Anne Bangham. We are exploring people's feelings about home, about the garden, about the emergence from winter into spring. There's a really eclectic mixture of writing. It's really great quality. I'm so delighted with how people have responded to this project.
So what does collaboration mean? I've been asked to participate in a project with young people from Ship, and Wednesday afternoons have been the time set aside. Not sure what to expect, and there's thousands of things I could be doing with my time. I couldn't have been luckier to have been given this time set aside to work with these people, and to take a fresh look at the place I work and I love. It's the first time I've played in the Den building area, and the first time I've written poetry and prose since 1991, and I can imagine that some of my collaborators weren't even born then. I feel so fortunate to be involved in this project, and I wish I could travel back in time and do it all over again.